McDonald's is one of the most popular fast food chains in the world. It may not be the healthiest place to eat, but it's always convenient, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Still, even in such a bright and busy place, strange and unforgettable things can happen. What I experienced there is something I'll never forget. It happened 3 years ago, when I was 17. At the time, I was desperate for a job. I needed money to pay my college fees, and after searching everywhere, I was finally hired at McDonald's. To keep my boss happy, I worked whenever he asked, day or night, no matter how long the shift. For my first 3 months, I only worked during the day. One afternoon, my boss called me into his office. He told me that I'd gained enough experience and was ready for the night shift. He explained that nights were usually quiet and asked if I was okay with that. I agreed. Starting Saturday, my shift would run from midnight until 5 in the morning. That Saturday night, I arrived right on time. My manager handed me a list of tasks. Refill the ketchup, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce bottles. Sweep the floor, wipe down the tables, and restock supplies. After giving me instructions, he left for the night. At first, everything seemed normal. The restaurant was completely silent, but I was too focused on my work to notice. Hours passed quickly, and before I realized it, the clock struck 2:00 a.m. What struck me as odd was that not a single customer had come in. Still, I shrugged it off. All I wanted was to finish my list before morning. As I was arranging coffee cups, I suddenly felt the unsettling sensation of being watched. I brushed it off, telling myself it was just because I wasn't used to staying up so late. But then, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed something. Outside the window, a black figure stood in the shadows, facing me. I froze, staring. Then I shook my head and tried to laugh it off.
It's nothing. Just my imagination. Who would stand outside a McDonald's in the middle of the night?
I turned back to my work, determined not to think about it. But when I glanced outside again a few minutes later, the figure seemed closer. My chest tightened. Again, I told myself I was just tired and seeing things. I forced my eyes back to the tables. That's when I heard it. A sharp, sudden noise against the glass. My heart leapt. I looked up, and what I saw nearly made me collapse. The figure wasn't just a shadow. It was a twisted, horrifying thing, its eyes glowing a deep blood red. It slammed its fists against the window again and again, staring straight at me. I panicked. I couldn't stay there another second. I rushed to the door, flipped the sign to closed, grabbed my keys, and bolted to my car. My hands shook as I started the engine, and I sped away, barely daring to look back. On the way home, I called my manager and told him I wasn't feeling well and had to leave early. He didn't question me, just said it was fine. I didn't dare tell him the truth. He never would have believed me anyway. When I finally got home, I locked every door and window, only then feeling a flicker of safety. But one thing was certain. That night was my first and my last night.